This video was harder than I initially thought it would be. Today we are going to be making a Minecraft skin of my avatar. The same avatar that I have only ever drawn from one angle and from the chest up. So I brought out my sketchbook to make a very quick reference sheet for my character, and we're starting off from there. So, main things I need to tackle. Number 1, outfit from chest down, and number 2, hair situation. Outfit wasn't really that bad, just did some quick jeans, shorts, and shoes. Tried to keep it in line with color scheme of yellow and blue. Wasn't that bad, but the hair, I don't know what it is about making that little hair swoop off to that left-hand side, her right, our left. I don't know, I didn't like it as bangs. You could see that in the top middle right there, that center one. So I just did the top right, where it's the front-facing view of the hair being this sort of, wavier piece of hair. It's still as long as everything else, it's just really wavy right there. And we're trying to fit multiple angles here because I'm trying to make a Minecraft skin, and the Minecraft skin needs to be 3D, you know? And for it to be a full 360 view of the Minecraft skin, I need to have as many angles to work with as possible. I didn't do every angle, but, you know, just enough so that way I could have a grasp of what my avatar looked like from almost every possible angle. Didn't really like the side-facing view, but I was never really all that good at side profiles anyway, so with this quick little Minecraft-esque drawing, we are done with the reference sheet and moving on to the Minecraft skin. Let me start this off by saying I am a complete and total beginner when it comes to a Minecraft skin, and this is my first time ever making one. So I first started off with the head, and I almost immediately drew on the outer layer instead of the body layer. And for any of you Minecraft skin artists out there, or even just artists in general, you know that drawing on the wrong layer can sometimes be completely detrimental. So, didn't start off with the best start for this, but, you know, I think it went alright after that. So I first started off with parting the hair at the top. I just figured that would be an easier place to start than the side. And with the top of the head, I was just trying to get a basic foundation for what I was going for, because I wasn't entirely sure about transferring all the stuff, and I was glad I actually did more than one angle for all of this, so that way I could actually see how this might actually look as a Minecraft skin. So definitely drawing all the angles that I needed was greatly beneficial for making this Minecraft skin. Moving on to the bottom of the head. The bottom of the head, I felt like that it wouldn't actually show all that much, but I did know that if it did get seen at some point, I did want it to still look good, so I just did some, like, rudimentary shading, just like what I thought it would look like, in a sense, just for a basic grasp of it. And for the eyelashes, I don't know why, the pure black eyelashes just didn't sit right with me, so I just made them a more, like, brownish black, and not pure black, and also did some shading for the eyes, so that way it had that more sense of depth with that. Speaking of depth, I also wanted to use that outer layer that I mentioned before to make the hair swoop pop more, and that way that would be more defined on the Minecraft skin, but I decided to wait on that till the very, very end, because I was like, well, what if I wanted something else on the outer layer? Like, what if there was something else I'd put there? So I just waited on that till later. Also, moving on to the shirt, I quickly realized that the bucket tool is not exactly like the bucket tool in most art apps. You know, like if you have line art and then you try to click the bucket tool on the inside of that line art, it would just fill in everything inside the line art. But for the bucket tool on the skin decks, it would just fill in the entire section and not the area that you specifically put quote-unquote line art for, which makes sense. Because if you want an entire area filled, you'd want it to be filled entirely, but I just accidentally filled in the entire thing and then had to redefine where I wanted the skin to be. And also I couldn't fit the 88 on the shirt, which I was kind of disappointed with, but at the same time it's a Minecraft skin, so you know there's bound to be like some things you can't write in pixels, you know? So the 88 was a little too big and I had to ditch it. But the bucket tool definitely came in handy when it came to filling in all the sections for this shirt. And the hair, I didn't really like the way I did this hair the first time, but I also decided to move on from it because I'm like, you know what, I'll just deal with it later. We'll see how it goes, and move on to the arms. And now with these arms, something that I didn't realize before making this video is that there's actually a pixel difference between the Alex skins and the Steve skins. And I didn't realize this before, but apparently the Alex skin is a slim skin, which has a 3 pixel width for the arms, while the Steve skins have a 4 pixel length for the arms. So I did not realize that, but I was just like, you know what, it's there, so I'll use it. So I made it a slim skin rather than a wider skin or the regular size skin. I don't know how they call the Steve skins. I just remember that the Alex version is the slim one, so I decided to go with that. And also, I don't know if this is going to appear on video, but I'm just going to mention it here. There is this media offline symbol that sometimes appears on the video. I tried to fix it, but I don't know if I got rid of all of the media offline symbols, so if that appears, I'm sorry. I think that's part of my video editing software, so I'm gonna try to make sure that doesn't appear in any other videos, but I did catch it here, so I tried to eliminate it as much as possible, so just in case that pops up. And a lot of this is just copy-paste of the other side of the arm, so a whole lot of eyedropper tool being used here, just making sure that that looks the exact same as the other side, because I feel like that would have looked a little off if one side of a short sleeve shirt was like shorter than the other side. Thankfully, I did section off where I wanted the short sleeve shirt to end with the skin for the arms, so that greatly helped. And then moving on to, I think we're moving back to the hair, yeah, because I just finished all the arms, and I realized in my reference sheet that the hair actually extended to where the arms were for the back side of my reference sheet. So I was like, you know what, that'll look good. I'll just try to do that and see how it goes. And yeah, I was trying to figure out how exactly I wanted the shading to go because I was trying to make it similar to the reference sheet, because I thought I did my reference sheet pretty good. So I was like trying to extend it behind the head, like I mentioned before. Like, you know how not all of the head appears, but some of it still does, so I just made it go through the head, so that way it would look like the hair's extending beyond the head, and it's not just 2 blonde blobs appearing. So, basic shading there, and there's the media offline symbol. Yeah, I'm glad that I mentioned that, because that hopefully won't appear in the videos from now on. And jean shorts are now popping up. I had to change the colors for this a lot with the jean shorts, because I don't know what it was about the jean shorts, just the blue-gray and the light blue were, like, too similar, I feel like too similar in, like, shade value, like hue. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna make them darker, so that way it's like they're still, like, differentiable from each other. Like, you can tell that they're different colors, but it's like, I don't know, something about that the first time just bothered me. So I just made it slightly darker, so that way there was distinction between the two. I also decided to add some detailing to the jean shorts, like making some makeshift pockets or stitching or things like that, just to really emphasize that it is jean shorts. So I just decided to quickly add those, and with that, the denim shorts are basically done. I also decided to add this sort of shading to the arms and the torso as well, because I figured if there was going to be shading, it'd be on the inside of the arms or the torso or the legs, because they would be blocked by the sides of the arms or the sides of the legs, things like that. So just quickly added some new shading colors, and I also decided to make that one sleeve color where it's the stitching for the shirt and the shirt collar. I made that the shading color, so I also needed to give that a new shading color so that way it didn't all look like the exact same thing. So I made that a more like purpley tone, and also added some shoes. You can sort of see them over the bottom of the screen, though it is a little hard to see because it kind of got cut off when recording. And now we are using that outer layer, like I mentioned, to make that swoop of hair, and I feel like for a first attempt it was definitely good. I honestly really liked how it was going, though it is sometimes hard to maneuver that mouse. Though that was probably just me not being aware of how to use the app because I have not used this app before. This is my first time using it, so I was like, how do I use this? I also was doing some last double checking for everything because I was like, well, wait, what if I miss something? So I just go back, make sure that everything with the skin looks good, and sure enough, I did find some mistakes. So I was like, you know what, let me just go back and fix those. And yeah, we were basically done at that point. I think for a first attempt, this is definitely really good. And I definitely do like that hair swoop being different from everything else. And I finally have a skin in Minecraft that I can use. And that forehead actually does look really large. Let me just fix that really quick. And now we are back again. And I feel like there's something off about the top of the hair, but it's definitely not terrible. I feel like for this first attempt, I really like it, and I'm glad that I finally have a skin of my own that I can use in Minecraft, because I've been kind of procrastinating and I've only used the Steve skin. Let me know in the comments down below if you have ever tried making a Minecraft skin of your own in the Skindex, or on any other Minecraft skin editing platform. So with that, I hope you all have a magnificent day, and I will see you all later.